Arsene Wenger's living in my head. He's giving me a migraine. My goodness, what he said was absolutely ludicrous. Tesla, Elon Musk, ludicrous. It was crazy. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. But seriously, Arsene Wenger pretty much saying that this Bayern Munich team this year that won the Champions League is overrated because the other European giants weren't as good as they should be. That's such a weird thing to say. First of all, it discredits this team. And then the other teams that managed to get themselves in the finals. It discredits Lyon, it discredits PSG, Leipzig, it discredits everyone. Because he's pretty much saying, hey, this Champions League campaign wasn't that great because Juventus weren't as good as they should be. Well, but Leipzig took their place and were as good as Juventus would usually be. Or PSG took Real Madrid's place as the team to beat because they were one of the teams to beat. We had to beat them in the final. I'm so triggered, I forgot to change the text, the headline. But I don't care. Seriously, though, who's this guy, by the way? Of course, I know who he is. Yeah, great manager. But who's this guy? Okay, look, you got celebrated and got trophies for getting fourth just to get embarrassed by the same Bayern Munich team. My goodness, you should have some damn shame. Okay, your neck is a whole ecosystem. I could fit an entire airport with your neck, man. My goodness, you're annoying me. You're irritating me. I thought you knew ball, Arsene. I thought I liked you. I don't like you. I hate you. But seriously, let me just pretty much, I guess, somehow defend this Bayern team. Look, Wenger, you probably know more ball than me. You coached Arsenal, but that doesn't mean your opinions have to be right all the time. You know, managers aren't going to get everything right. This one's specifically stupid. It's dumb. This one opinion's stupid. Because the thing is, this Bayern team not only beat Barcelona, for example, that's just an example, but we destroyed them. We thrashed them. The difference is, look, you could say, well, Barcelona weren't as good as they would have been in 2015, but when was the last time you had 5 teams just big, challenging, killing each other? Usually, the Champions League is very reflectant of problems each team faces. Sometimes a team could be incompetent defensively and they'd get thrown out of the Champions League, or they could be too good at attacking and leaving themselves open, or they could be really bad at attacking and sometimes they're unable to score goals. The Champions League reflects teams' problems because the other teams try to exploit the other team's weaknesses while the other team tries to exploit your weaknesses. It's a battle. Bayern Munich's weakness was our defense to a certain extent. Barcelona fans, before the game, Bayern play a very high line. We can exploit that. We have Messi. Messi can dribble past 10 billion players, nutmeg them, and then score on Neuer like he did in 2015. Suarez can turn into prime Suarez. We heard these things before the game, but then that doesn't matter because in the game, Bayern showed their dominance. And not only did we dominate Barcelona, we embarrassed them with their worst ever result. Okay, seriously. How can you say this Bayern team is overrated when we just handed Barcelona, I think, their worst ever result in the UCL since the 50s, or I don't even know, who has a picture of someone from the 50s? Black and white? Was there even color then? I don't know. Seriously, no one was actually able to even know anything about the it's their worst result ever, I'm convinced. Because it's against Bayern in the Champions League, the most prestigious club competition. If you win that game against Bayern, you usually go up and be winners. I don't understand how Arsene Wenger doesn't understand. Puta. Let me not slap you. Let me not slap you, man. You need to understand that. Because Bayern did what we had to do. But not only did we do what we had to do, we did what no one thought we'd do. We smashed everyone. My goodness, it was a scene on the hub. We smashed them all, man. Smashed. We went against Lyon. Everyone was like, well, Lyon will do what they did to Man City. Actually, let me just clarify. A lot of City fans were telling me, George, this is our year. We've never won the Champions League. We won it a lot. Champions League doesn't care. The UCL doesn't go to the team that hasn't won it and wants to help you. The UCL goes to the team that earned the pedigree to lift that trophy. It's a very hard trophy to win because it relies on every aspect of football that no one wants to rely on. No one wants to rely on the fact that players could or could not get injured. You want to rely on things you can control. You want to rely on these controllable things. But the UCL, winning it, you need uncontrollable things to become, I guess, aligned in your path. I don't know. But the Champions League is very hard to win. And City fans were going off on me. George, we're going to win. We're going to win. I don't even know what a Mancunian accent sounds like. But you know what I mean. They were going off. Okay? They were going off at me. There are no City fans in Mancunia. Because guess what? They can't build their stadium. There's about 15 of them, all shouting at a brick wall, feeling like Donald Trump. I'm going to shout and the Arabs will pay for it. I'm serious, man. It was crazy. They're just shouting at me like I'm actually listening. I can't listen. I don't care about your club. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I'm feeling like Stormzy. Shut your mouth, okay? Shut up. Shut up, man. Okay, seriously, though. Everyone was like, well, Bayern has this weakness and this weakness, but we exploited the hell out of each team that came against us. And that's something you have to credit us for. And guess what? Tactically, we're still the best team in Europe. I absolutely don't see any single team come close to us when it comes to playing football. I don't see it. Some people are like, well, George, you could lose to Man City because Pep, they're going to pop the ball. Even Bayern fans were asking me that. I'm like, no. Tactically, we play an intense system. I don't think Man City would be like, I want to play Bayern. And that's the point here, man. No team wants to play us. Not even the best teams. Or I don't think we'd lose to a 2014 Real Madrid with this team. And I'm saying that, it's a bold statement, but I don't think we'd lose. We have the best left back in the world, the best goalkeeper in the world, the best center backs in the world, some of the best. And then you have the best midfielders in the world, the best attackers in the world. Everywhere you look, there are world-class players in our team. So therefore, we cannot be overrated because all our players are world-class. Now, if you say the quality of footballer in the modern day has dropped, I will agree with you. I don't think there's a single player close to Franz Beckenbauer's level of completeness as a footballer while being world-class at everything. Beckenbauer was literally the definition of a jack of all trades and a master of all of them, goddammit. He was. And I don't think there's a player in world football you can compare to R9. I don't think there's a player there you can compare to these great players of the past. And that's normal. But that shouldn't be a thing you use to then say, well, Bayern this year are overrated. They are not overrated. Just because Juventus aren't in the same equation doesn't mean another team wasn't. Leipzig this year were Juventus in 2017. PSG this year were Barcelona in 2015. I'm using some dull examples of but you know what I mean. These teams were still very good. PSG had Neymar and Mbappe. And before that game, guess what everyone said again? Bayern will get exploited. Neymar, Mbappe against Alaba. He's going to die. Well, Alaba did make a few mistakes along the Champions League campaign, so you're not wrong there. But he also played better. And also, our entire structure and the way we play neutralized all these teams. It makes it so weird. If any of you have ever played Among Us, okay, and you go find a body, you're a crewmate. It's this new game, probably the most popular game in the world right now. You walk around, do tasks, avoid the killer. If you are the killer, you try to kill people and blame it on other people. It could ruin friendships because it's not about trust. It's about actually not trusting anyone. So in that game, imagine you're far from everyone, no one's close to you, and you see a dead body and you report it. That's going to look very skeptical because you can actually report yourself if you're the imposter and say, oh, I just saw this body when you're the one that killed it. So that's pretty much what it is sometimes. Bayern Munich look really weird sometimes when we win because you're always thinking, is this team just crap or are Bayern that good? In the Bundesliga, everyone says, it's a farmers league. It's a farmers league. But then it can't be because we also win the Champions League and we also thrash teams in Europe. It's because when we beat a team, it looks like the other team is bad when we're just that damn good. We're just the imposter that reports on ourselves. Literally, man, we are. So when we beat Barcelona, it wasn't because Barca were just crap on the day. It was because we beat them. It was because we were the better team. When we beat Lyon, it wasn't because Lyon missed chances, which they did. It was because we beat them and we were the better team. When we beat Paris Saint-Germain, And of course, it wasn't a thrashing like people thought there would be, with a lot of goals all over the place, and then Bayern win like 6-9. I'm telling you, it wasn't because PSG were just crap on the night. It was because we beat them, and we were the better team. Do you understand that logic, Arsene Wenger? Look, it may look like we killed them, or they killed themselves, I don't know, or they were the imposter, but we were the imposters the entire time. We just are so goddamn good, we can kill a club and make it look like they played bad. We can make teams play bad. That's normal. That happens. Come on. Nah, it's so weird. Sometimes football is about opinions. It is, actually, all the time. It is. There are players that some of you might like, and I'm like, yeah, no, he's crap. But there are players that you might not like, and I'm like, huh? How can you not like him? It's all about opinions. But there are certain opinions that just need to get slapped up in the face if there are people. There are certain opinions that need to get dropped and jumped, and a car runs over them. Yeah, because they're dumb. You can't say this Bayern team's overrated. If we had 2 more games, which we lacked because of the whole coronavirus, in the quarterfinals and the semifinals, we got 2 less games than we'd usually have with just 1 legs. If we had 2 more games, we would have broken a lot of records. We would have broken the most goals scored in a single Champions League campaign by any club. Lewandowski would have probably broken Ronaldo's record. Imagine Lewandowski, 2 legs versus Lyon, scores 1 goal, and let's say we win 3-0 in the first leg versus Lyon. The next game, you don't think, well, I think Lyon would park the bus, Lewandowski will score twice and beat Ronaldo's record. And let's say Barcelona, let's say we beat Barcelona 2-1 in the first leg. I think we'd beat them 8-0 in the second leg. 10-1 on aggregate. 1 better than Arsenal, or 1 better for Arsenal. I don't know. But seriously, this whole notion's weird. I was arguing with a guy on Twitter, and this guy was like, oh my goodness, all the other German teams are terrible. They're bad. They're so trash compared to Bayern. And I'm like, but then he told me, oh, Bayern are the best team in the world. I'm like, pick one. Is it Bayern are this good that they're able to beat teams this much? Or is it because this team's crap? Because that you can't have both. You can't have a situation where Bayern are the best team in the world and could beat any team like that. But then you can't have another one where, oh, the other team was just crap. That just doesn't make sense. And that's what Wenger's saying. He's been saying, well, Bayern are good. They're the best team in the world. But the other teams aren't that good. It's stupid. It's a weird argument. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia san mia and peace.